We've learned what AI is, its history, and also gone through everything important in the world of modern AI. But why on earth should you, as a business, care about any of this? Would you be missing out on things if you don't? That is exactly what we're going to be looking at in this module. More specifically, we'll first look at why your business needs to use AI. Then, we'll discuss what AI means for the everyday worker. And finally, we'll go through the major challenges facing a company-wide adoption of AI. Let's get started. As I mentioned before, AI might be touted as the next best thing since sliced bread, but as a business owner, why would that concern you? Why should your business use AI? If we look at it from a very broad perspective, using AI and its components in your business brings home two key advantages. Number one, you can use AI to build and offer better, smarter products and services. We've seen many examples of this earlier, like smart vacuum robots, self-driving cars, etc. There are a lot of examples that you can find in this space. I'd really like you to do some research here and come up with unusual or amazing products and services that companies are coming up with that uses AI. Do use the discussion tab on the course page to comment your answers. I hope to see some great ones. The second key advantage is building better business operations. Although business operations are hidden away from sight for consumers, these often translate to better consumer experience in general. Let's look at a few examples of building better business operations with AI. Keep in mind though, there would definitely be some overlap with some of the smarter products we saw earlier, as the two are very much interconnected. First would be smarter customer service. The replacement of humans with AI in customer service is a fairly controversial example of artificial intelligence in business. With the advent of chatbots, customers can now interact with companies in real time to resolve complaints, place orders, get information, and do almost anything they would require from having a conversation with a human customer care representative. Despite these lofty goals, all of us know that we're not quite there yet. Next up is predictive analytics. This by itself is a fairly broad area which ranges from product recommendations to preventive maintenance of machineries. As an example of product recommendations, we've looked at instances of streaming services that use AI to recommend content to users. As for predictive maintenance, it helps companies repair, replace or service parts and machinery at the optimum time, before it breaks down. Siemens AG, one of the biggest railway infrastructure providers in the world, is one example of this in action. The company uses IoT and AI technology to improve the reliability of trains, repair assets before they break down, and provide rail operators with uptime guarantees. Then, we have personalized marketing. The key to growing company revenue requires knowing the wants of a consumer and knowing what to market to each consumer. With data obtained from the online activities of customers, companies can now use AI to predict and target who to market a particular product to in order to increase the chances of sales and effectiveness of marketing activities at the same time, reducing the overall marketing cost. And lastly, there is also the vastly improved general business intelligence. With the increasing amount of available business data, finding insights from the data can be quite challenging. This has driven the routine adoption of AI in business intelligence to obtain valuable insights from data. These insights help companies improve the effectiveness of marketing, understand customers better, perform segmentation to create personalized experiences, and develop business strategies to aid corporate decisions. Let's look to summarize the benefits of using AI in your business to answer the question we asked initially. Why should your business use AI? Reduction in operational time. Many operational tasks can be automated with AI, freeing up business leaders to tackle more complicated business problems and decision-making. Cost reduction. Tasks such as data analysis that consume many hours of human resources can be processed within seconds by AI technology, allowing businesses to save significantly on salaries and boost revenue. Limited human error. Human fallibility is a reality. While humans are needed to supply context and understand nuanced situations, data science certainly benefits from reduced error, allowing for more accurate predictions and data analytics. Better business insight. Forecasting is a common business practice that benefits from AI capabilities. Companies have long been trying to predict market shifts and consumer interests in an attempt to prepare for what is coming. AI can process billions of data points in seconds and even use historical data to predict future outcomes with a high level of accuracy, allowing businesses to make more informed decisions. Till now, we've mainly talked about the tangible and intangible benefits of AI to the organization as a whole. But what does it mean at a comparatively microscopic level? What does AI mean for the everyday worker? AI tends to evoke negative feelings for workers. Employees often assume that embracing AI means eliminating the human element from jobs. According to many reports, a fairly large portion of employees expect their jobs to be replaced by 2023. With so many concerns about job stability arising from AI, much of the workforce has developed a lack of trust in the technology. As with anything, there are two sides to this argument. On one hand, people that argue for AI say that while AI systems may one day eliminate jobs that are based on rote tasks such as assembly line positions, AI actually offers the potential for more jobs, not less. They say that the shift towards AI-based systems will probably motivate the economy to create jobs that facilitate this transition. Other people are more skeptical of AI. They say that as AI becomes ubiquitous, a lot of the jobs will become completely automated, which will displace more workers than the economy can afford to migrate to other fields. As an example, they say that once self-driving trucks become widespread, they could eliminate as many as 8 million jobs in the US alone. There are many pertinent arguments on both sides. In my personal opinion, AI will continue to drive massive innovation that will fuel many existing industries. This has the potential to create many new sectors for growth, ultimately leading to the creation of more jobs. And similar to any massively revolutionary tech, AI could grow the job market in ways that we can't even predict at the moment. As with anything revolutionary, adopting it to improve your business operations will be met with a fair few challenges. Let's look at some of the more common challenges out there. Data scarcity, algorithm bias, lack of required skills, data privacy and security, no appropriate use case, and trust deficit. Let's look at each of them in more detail. First up, data scarcity. Even with the abundance of data available to companies today, the adoption of artificial intelligence in some respects remains challenging. For machine learning to work, large amounts of data are required to train the model. This limits the use of AI in fresh areas in business where there isn't enough data available. The huge amount of data we have are at most times largely unstructured and unlabeled, and with most AI applications, including supervised learning, dependent on labeled data, this poses a measure of challenge to the use of artificial intelligence in business. Algorithm bias. A huge issue with AI systems is that their level of quote-unquote goodness or badness depends on the type of data they're trained on. Bad data is often associated with ethnic, communal, gender, or racial biases. For example, proprietary algorithms are used to find out things like who was granted bail, whose loan was sanctioned, etc. If in case a bias hidden in the algorithms, which takes crucial decisions, goes unrecognized, it could lead to unethical and unfair results. Therefore, it is crucial that organizations working on AI trains these systems with unbiased data and creates algorithms that can be easily explained. Lack of required skills. Data is only half the equation. You need the right skill set to make AI work. Yet many companies struggle to hire data and machine learning specialists, leaving them unable to take their ambitions further. And even when companies have a degree of in-house expertise, a lack of experience in the right or relevant fields can hinder progress. It can even affect hiring, as departments won't know which roles to fill or how to assess candidates. In some circumstances, heads of departments themselves are simply underqualified to lead an AI implementation, resulting in inefficient processes, integration issues, or ongoing manual work that undermines the solution's value. Data privacy and security. The main factor on which all the deep and machine learning models are based on is the availability of data and resources to train them. Yes, we have data, but as this data is generated from millions of users around the globe, there are chances this data can be used for malicious purposes. For example, let us suppose a medical service provider offers services to 1 million people in a city, and due to a cyber attack, the personal data of all the 1 million users fall in the hands of everyone on the dark web. This data includes data about diseases, health problems, medical history, and much more. With this much information pouring in from all directions, there would surely be some cases of data leakage. No appropriate use case. Some organizations think that by implementing AI just for the sake of it, they'll encourage company-wide adoption. Sadly, this strategy often has the opposite effect. When a company doesn't have a solid use case, it'll struggle to create a solution that delivers business value. As a result, there'll be no way to prove that artificial intelligence can solve everyday challenges. In all likelihood, the strategy will only reinforce the indifference felt towards the technology, so it's best to delay adopting AI until you know how you'll use it. Trust deficit. The problem with AI is that it is like a black box for people. People don't feel comfortable with decisions when they don't understand how the decision was made. Along with fears of AI replacing jobs, a general distrust of the technology remains in the minds of the working populace, creating a significant hurdle for businesses. They must work to build confidence in AI systems that drive their operations and implement adequate cybersecurity measures to secure customer information. And there you go. These are 6 of the major ones out of the possibly many different obstacles that you're likely to face when pushing for company-wide adoption of AI. While the challenges to AI adoption are many, you should have every confidence that you can implement AI in your company. The potential upside, as you might now be aware, is huge. Truth be told, an awareness of the pitfalls is a crucial first step. After all, if you know the obstacles you might face, you'll be all the more prepared to design a strategy that maximizes your chances of success.